All right, guys. All right. Guess what we got tomorrow night? We got Trump coming out, and guess what else is going to happen? We got the tariffs starting on who knows who, Canada and Mexico. Now, listen to what this guy's got to say. If you live in Michigan, New York, and somewhere else, I think it was New York and Michigan, uh, you might not have power tomorrow night. We're going to see. But you know what? This guy thinks he's smart. But guess what? He's going to F around and find out. Yeah, it's exactly what's going to happen. It's unfortunate for this guy. He's got this smile on his face. Yeah. You don't think Donald Trump don't know what he's doing? All right, here we go.
Canada. Mr. Premier, we appreciate you making some time for us today. We know that President Trump delayed these tariffs a month ago, and now we're hearing today that this will happen for Canada. Do you have any indication that he might delay them again? Anything that's giving you any hope at this point?
Well, first of all, thanks so much for having me on, Aaron. For the sake of the American people and the Canadian people, he needs to pull back. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen here.
Okay, so we need to pull back. You have tariffs on us, and we don't on you. You pull back, and we pull back. That's mutual tariffs, nothing. But you have tariffs on us. Does that seem fair, guys? What do you think, guys? I don't care if you're American or Canadian. Drop a like. Comment down below. Tell me if you think that's fair. Canada already has these tariffs on us. We're doing reciprocal tariffs. And plus, you got people dying of these drugs coming across these freaking borders. Supposedly they're going up through Canada. I don't know. That's what Trump says. That's not my words. That's Trump. That's what Trump says. Fentanyl. If that's true, it needs to stop. This guy gonna F around and find out. Unfortunately, we love Canadians as well.
You know, President Trump ran on a mandate to...
But I don't think Canada is in any position. They're not. Just like Mexico. They're not. I think when I went to Iraq, Canada sent like 10 people. There's only like 10 Canadian fighters. You know how much money they save not to have an army? Or very little? 51st state.
Create more jobs, keep inflation and low and lower cost. It's going to work totally opposite. Plants will close down within a week. Assembly plants in Michigan, which is a red state. Manufacturing will stop.
This guy has no clue. You don't think Donald Trump don't know what the hell he's doing? You got to be kidding me. I put Donald Trump in front of this gentleman any day of the week. What do you guys think? Any day of the week. We're going to be just fine.
And the people of the U.S., which I absolutely love, the American people, they're going to be paying more. The market is going to go downhill.
I've already said this in some of my other videos. I'm willing to pay more. Our country's been the little bitch since day one. Because all of our presidents, our past presidents, has been freaking running this country into the dirt. It's time us Americans are taking a stand. It starts tomorrow night. Watch Donald Trump's speech tomorrow night. It's huge. It's going to be giant. This gentleman has no clue what the hell is going to happen. Just because we put some tariffs on his goods, that it's because they don't take care of our people. Our people are dying from fentanyl because it's coming through the Canadian border. By the way, guys, I don't do any editing to my videos. I do. This is how I talk normally. I just want to be real with you guys. I just want to get this information out there. Again, I am just a 49-year-old veteran that loves this country. I love Donald Trump, and I believe we've been taken advantage of for years. We have a corrupt government. I think everybody, there's a lot of corrupt snakes in our government, even Republicans, I believe, are corrupt freaking snakes, man. And I believe Donald Trump and a few other ones are taking them out, and they're scaring like little rats. So we'll see what happens.
Faster than the American bobsled team. It's going to be an absolute disaster for both countries. We're your largest trading partner. I don't want to respond, but we will respond like they've never seen before. You need the...
Oh, don't threaten us with a good time. Don't piss off the American people. The American people that I know, we'll put Canada under the ground. You got no leg to stand on.
Our uranium, you need our potash, you need our high-grade nickel. I will stockpile our high-grade nickel at 50% of your military and manufacturing needs.
We don't need anything you have.
Your aluminum, the steel, the lumber. It will be an absolute disaster. And this is all due.
It might be. If we're on to find out.
To one person, that's President Trump. I have talked to endless governors, Republican governors and Democrats, senators and Congress people. I love the U.S. I lived there for 20 years. They're all saying this is the craziest thing that someone could ever do.
Well, sir,
it's going to create massive problems.
Well, let me ask you, you said a couple of things here I want to ask you about. First of all, you said that you will respond. Help me understand what you expect the Canadian Prime Minister might do and what you yourself might do as the leader of a province there in Canada.
Well, we'll respond strongly, and we don't want to. On the critical minerals, I will stop shipments going into the U.S. for nickel. It will shut down manufacturing because 50% of the nickel...
How many nickel people are up in Canada? I bet you we're probably your biggest supplier or biggest company that takes your nickel. What happens if we don't buy your nickel? Your company shut down. Go ahead and do that. See what happens.
You use is coming out of Ontario. I've ordered our bureaucrats to cut off tens of billions of dollars of contracts that we have with the U.S. We are the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world. We buy over 3,600 products from 35 states. I talked to the governor of Kentucky and Mitch McConnell. Don't touch our bourbon. I'm going after absolutely everything. And I don't want to.
Make my day. Go ahead. I'm going to enjoy it.
We keep the lights on to 1.5 million homes and manufacturing in New York, in Michigan, and in Minnesota. If he wants to destroy our economy and our families, I will shut down the electricity going down to the U.S. And I'm telling you, we will do it. It's unfortunate. I would rather ship you more electricity, ship you more critical minerals. I want to ship you more energy, more potash to keep your farmers going, and uranium that you use for your nuclear power. It comes through from Saskatchewan over to Ontario, and it's going to be a massive, massive problem.
That's right. You're going to have a massive, massive problem. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get our country back on track. Reciprocal tariffs, that's all it is.
I'm telling you, we love the Canadians love Americans. I love the U.S. Everyone does. And not one American friend. When I lived there for 20 years, I've talked to all of them. Hardcore Republicans are saying this is the biggest mistake President Trump has done, and we're dead.
You mean those snake Republicans? What, Mitch McConnell? Are you talking about Mitch McConnell? Which Republicans? Let's say them out by name. Mitch McConnell, snake. Who else? Lindsey Graham, snake.
Against it.
And
I've
so-
yet to find one that supports him.
And so, if I'm hearing you correctly, you are ready, sir, to go to war, to go to a trade war with the United States, with the Trump administration.
It's the last thing we want to do. It's one person that's coming to attack us economically. Your closest friend, your treasured ally, that will stand shoulder to shoulder with you in every situation you face.
You got no army. What do you mean shoulder to shoulder? And what? You ain't scaring nobody.
And he's attacking the person, his number one customer. There's no country in the world that buys more products off the U.S. than we do. We're the number one trading customer to 28 states. And a lot of them are red states. They're going to feel the pain like they've never felt before. We're going to feel the pain. But I'll tell you, Canadians are resilient. We're strong. We're proud. And we're going to fight back like they've never seen before. And I'm sorry to the American people that your president has decided to do this.
You are sorry. So enjoy Canada.
Apologize, but he's giving us no choice. There's nothing wrong with our trading. He keeps saying, oh, they're taking money. No, that's not accurate. Matter of fact, if you take out our oil, that you take 4.3 million barrels a day, and we keep things going, outside of that, take the energy to the side, you have a $55 billion surplus, which is good. That's fine. America has a $55 million process, and $55 billion more in trade, and God bless them. We want to expand the trade. We want to create an AmCan fortress, the two greatest countries in the world. We have what you need. We want to ship more what you need. And I'll be very frank, you're gonna see nothing like this ever in the history of the U.S.
You have taken a very strong stance here today. Have you had conversations about your perspective, your action plan with the Prime Minister, with the folks in the Capitol there?
Numerous times. I've talked to the Prime Minister up to a couple days ago. I'm the chair of the Federation, meaning the chair of all the premiers. I've talked to him on a daily basis. We all feel the same way. We do not want to do this. We love the American people. We love the U.S. But when one person attacks our country unprovoked, then we're going to respond.
What do you mean? You're the ones tariffing our country. Now what? I don't get it. We're trying to do 25% tariff because you're letting fentanyl in, according to Donald Trump.
And we're going to respond like the U.S. has never seen before. We do $1.3 trillion of two-way trade. And we're like a big family between U.S. and Canada.
Yeah, but
we're almost out of time here, but we know that President Trump posted on social media that drugs are pouring into the U.S. from both Canada and Mexico, despite no evidence really to back that up. If this is his pretense.
See, that's the funny thing about Democrats, or you got to have evidence. Even if we provided evidence, or they provided evidence, you would be like, well, that ain't true. That ain't true. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's all I've been hearing. Oh, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Go find it. It's easy to see.
For imposing tariffs, what should Canada do in response? How do you start to right the ship here in this relationship?
Well, first of all, Secretary Lutnick came out and said, yes, we're moving forward. I agree. Let's tighten up the borders on both sides. We put 10,000 personnel along our borders. And it works both ways. We're working with the DEA. We're working with U.S. Border Patrol, with our Canadian Border Patrol. We're ramping it up because we're seeing, so far in the last couple of weeks, we've busted 624 kilos of cocaine coming from the southern border, endless amounts of guns. Illegals are coming across. I agree with President Trump. Let's both tighten up the borders, and we're doing it. You know, your borders are, Holman, He seems to be satisfied because we're showing results. We're listening and we're agreeing with the administration. We need to tighten up both sides of the border. And that's exactly what we're doing.
Okay, we will leave it there for now. Ontario Premier.
And if that's the case, we should not have tariffs. I agree with that. I agree 100%. If they're doing what he said that they're doing, according to the way he's saying to Tom Holman, then we should not have tariffs. I agree. So maybe Donald Trump needs to take a look at it. Maybe I change my stance right now. I know fentanyl supposedly is killing a bunch of people. I've never seen it personally, but that's what my president's telling me. So if this gentleman is saying that they're doing everything they can and working with Tom Holman and all that, and they're doing everything they can, then maybe we got to figure out some other way of doing it and not tariff Canada. We love Canada, Canadians too. Yep. So, with that being said, guys, that is another video. I just want to drop that out real quick because I know Canada, and that's tomorrow night. Donald Trump's speech. He just is going to be fired up. He says he's going to say it like it is, and that's tomorrow night. I'm not sure what the time is, but just keep that in mind. All right, guys. If you would, please like and subscribe. It says 80% have not subscribed. If you guys would subscribe, that would be amazing. I'd like to do some live streams. That'd be pretty sweet. But with that being said, thanks, guys. And if I've earned your subscription, please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys, and have a great afternoon, evening, or good night.